What is going on, you guys? It's your boy Arti, Executive Director of Film and Art. Today we are taking a look at Xavier Legette, wide receiver from South Carolina. Let's get right into the tape, right into his breakdown. This was a 2023 Senior Bowl participant. This was a 2023, season standout as far as production. His first year truly being able to start for a program in South Carolina. Had to wait his turn behind some guys. Also dealt with some tragedies on the field, off the field. But nevertheless, Xavier Legette is definitely a very, very interesting prospect. As you guys are seeing, he can really create with his physical frame. Since about 6 foot, 215, 220 pounds. Really like the way he understands his, athletic profile, his physical build. Really see it on this rep against Georgia, the way he, knifes through the attempted press by the Georgia DB there. It continues to run his route and makes a fantastic catch at the back end. Also, really good as far as getting yards after the catch. That was something he really thrived at this season for South Carolina and his quarterback, Spencer Rattler. When you look at a receiver of his physical profile, the yards after the catch is definitely a big plus up due to the fact of him being that big to be able to be that nimble and, physical after the catch to create, extra yardage for your offense. Really pays big time dividends. Xavier Legette, just a couple things that I would like for him to work on based off his scouting report. For one, it's beating press, as we'll get to later on in the video. And for two, just continuing to work on that route running, because the route running, at times, as you guys are seeing, it can be good. And as you guys will see later, at times it can be sloppy, it can be, lackadaisical, being rounded off. But we'll get to that. Continuing on with the tape, very strong at the catch point. When he does get his hands on the football, it is very hard to take it away from him because of his strong physical profile. You see a good look here, wasn't that great of a route, but you see the throws on time by Spencer Rattler, and once, Xavier Legette's able to get his big mitts on the football, he takes care of business and secures the catch. Again here, get a look at that catch radius, ability to extend and high point. That's phenomenal right there. This was a third down play as well. Big time throw by Spencer Rattler and a better catch by Xavier Legette there. Let's get to it, right? Struggling against press. There he's not pressed, but you see how, when someone's in a press situation, how that can, potentially bother him. This is a really good rep to show. Kamari Lassiter in press, just completely, takes him away on the play. Now, obviously, Legette really didn't do much to, separate, but he also just let him, take control of that play. Another great example of him struggling against press here is just this rep right here. Just absolutely, Kamari Lassiter just absolutely blankets him. Immediately off the line, no real release, no real, move at the top, move at the beginning of the play to really, show any suddenness or any, any movement to try to get into his route tree. Just straight comes off the line, and that's why he got clamped. Getting into some focus drops here. This play just, simple focus drop. Can't have them. Put them in the video to, show, that does show up in his game. Here, just, really didn't get a good handle on the football. This normally doesn't happen on tape. Normally when he catches the ball on tape, he's pretty good at securing it and tucking it away. Let's get into one of the really cool plays on this film session, and it's him just, blocking for his teammate for a touchdown. You see the effort there, his excitement. You love to see a, college prospect being unselfish for his teammates, especially as a wide receiver. Plays like that really get GMs excited and make them, want to draft you and, take you high in the draft. Deep 50-50 balls are absolutely his bread and butter. As you guys are going to see later when I get into his comps, very similar to those guys in that regard. Have the ability to get deep and know how to high point the football and make spectacular catches down the field. That's Xavier Legette's game. That's what he'll be able to do at the next level. Predict that he will probably primarily be like an X receiver or a slot receiver in the league at times. Really could see him also being a Z if you need him to be, but preferably definitely that X receiver for your franchise. Taking a look here at Xavier Legette's scouting report, you guys can read at your own leisure. And as you guys saw, my comp for Xavier Legette is a blend of A.J. Brown and D.K. Metcalf. And yes, sir, I got some NFL tape for you guys to show the similarities in their game. A.J. Brown, you see that yak ability there. Nice little reroute off the catch on the little stopping in there. I think when Xavier Legette, fully forms out and rounds out, I think that he will definitely be a blend of AJ Brown and DK Metcalf if he, fulfills his full potential. A lot of these comps, they're play style based. Some are, potential based. So it all depends on if these young prospects put in the work, because AJ Brown was a second round pick by the Tennessee Titans, and he absolutely put in the work to be arguably, in my opinion, a top 5 wide receiver in this league. So if Xavier Legette can put in that kind of work, he can also, be on a similar type career path, as an AJ Brown. Getting in here, watching the deep ball, the tracking ability, right? 50-50 balls really don't faze these guys because they're so strong. They trust their hands so much. They're so physically gifted. And as we transition from AJ Brown over DK Metcalf, the exact same thing, right? Obviously, DK Metcalf's a little bit bigger. He's 6'3", but same type of ability, same type of play styles. AJ Brown really physical. Also has an element of speed, as we're gonna see on the next play. That Xavier Legette can hit at to a certain extent. I think he's way faster than AJ Brown. AJ Brown ran like a 4.5. Xavier Legette, I believe his best time in the 40 was a 4.36. So definitely had get these comps of AJ Brown and DK Metcalf, because if you get the best out of Xavier Legette, whatever franchise that is, you could definitely have that type of player. Now, that type of player could be, a mini version of them. That type of player could be a better version. When it comes to these prospects, you just never know, right? You just never know until they go out there and they put in the work and they play the games and see if they prove your evaluations right. So, comp for Xavier Legette is AJ Brown and DK Metcalf. Here are Xavier Legette's team fits. If you like the video, please like the video and consider subscribing to the channel. Have a blessed one, you guys.